Truth be told. Listen. What's up? Welcome to Truth Be Told, where every man is king and the truth unfolds, and every word spoken comes from the soul, and the audience members love to take control. No topic is taboo, we talk about it all, and the host so funny you gonna shout and fall out your seat. Your life's not complete without a moment of truth once every 2 weeks. And we speak like none other, educated real brothers, family style for you, your kids and your mother. And we love to gain your trust. Just sit right down, relax and enjoy. This is where the truth is found. Truth be told. What up, what up, what up?
Yep.
What's going on? Welcome to Truth Be Told.
We're back.
Where every man is king. Sometimes.
That's right.
Starting right now. I'm one of your co-hosts. I go by the name of RealEyez Mystic. You can just call me RealEyez. What up?
That's right.
OTS Entertainment is in the building.
OTS Entertainment. My name is Sundjata Sekou, and you can call me Sundjata Sekou. That's right.
Mr. Hip Hop with Substance right there.
That's right.
Yeah. So welcome back to the show. We happy to have y'all here with us. Every Tuesday, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you can find us right here talking about all the latest in news and everything that's going on.
Everything.
And, our wonderful opinions that go with it. So, thank you. Welcome back. First things first, you got to start the show off correctly. Bam!
Oh!
Why not?
That's a Halloween costume.
Nicki Minaj's Halloween costume.
That's right.
$10 in Truth Be Told cash to anybody who can tell me what her outfit was.
I don't know.
I don't know either. I feel like this was like probably normal. What day was what day did Halloween fall on?
Thursday?
Thursday. That's probably like normal Thursday attire for Nicki Minaj.
Yeah.
Doesn't she always dress like that?
Not like that, bro.
I don't know. It looked pretty regular to me. I'm just saying.
That's how she normally gets down?
Well, I don't know. I wish I did know, but I'm not familiar with what exactly she gets into. I'm just saying it seems like regular for her. Like I've seen her wear crazy stuff like that all the time.
Man, this is the most outlandish thing I've ever seen her wear. You know, when she first came out, she used to dress in those like really crazy get-ups. Now she's more revealing than ever.
And God bless her for it. I mean, look, you know.
She's getting the attention that she wants.
Exactly. Like, she's smart. All
marketing,
this,
right? That's what you said?
That's what it is,
yeah,
man.
learn, bro.
That's what it is. Y'all gonna learn today. I'm telling you, man. Like, I ain't even mad at it. Shout out to Blackout. He says, she said it was a police officer.
Police officer. That's how they look in your neighborhood?
Like, look, listen. That's what it is. That's what it is. I don't know. But a lot of people were up in, I won't say up in arms about it, but I don't know. It's Nicki Minaj. Like, do you expect any less from her? Like,
nude. That's the only thing that will be shocking at this point.
And that wouldn't really be shocking.
SMNM police officer. You really like that, huh, Blackout? You really going in?
I ain't back to back. I ain't mad at you, son. I'll with you 100%. All right? I ain't mad at you. All right?
Oh.
Big shout out to Miss Lee. What up?
Miss Lee is in the house.
Miss Lee, what up? Make sure you check out her show Monday nights, 8 o'clock. Stilettos and Convos and Miss Lee. Yeah, you can find a link on our page.
Will 908, I see you.
Will 908, what up? What's going on, mama? Yeah, so shout out to everybody in the chat room. So yeah, we just figured it'd be nice. We thought it would be a good idea to put it on the show and see what people thought. I love it. I didn't comment on the page, I should have, but I think it was an interesting outfit. All right. So, moving right along. We got a good show for y'all tonight.
That's right.
We got some serious topics, some fun topics. We're going to go into some semi-serious stuff first off. Yeah. So, I'm not sure how many of you guys are aware. We're located in Jersey.
Jersey.
All right. NJ stand up all day, right? So, there was a shooting in the Garden State Plaza. I believe this occurred, what's today? Tuesday?
Today's Tuesday.
This happened
Sunday?
not Monday night, Sunday.
Sunday night.
Sunday night, I believe it happened. The gentleman, 19-year-old. Let me actually go to my information. 19 or 20. I saw a different report said he was one of, but basically teenager, right?
Monday, Black House.
Monday, thank you, sir. His name was Richard R. Shoup. 20 of Teaneck, New Jersey. Apparently, this gentleman went into the mall, had a rifle over his shoulder, had a motorcycle helmet on, right? Like we don't get enough bad press as it is. Had a motorcycle helmet on, was dressed in all black, but didn't kill anybody.
Good.
Shot off some shots, apparently.
Right.
Set the whole place in a frenzy, as would happen if somebody just starts shooting.
Yeah.
Right. And long story short, ended up in a construction area of the mall,
right,
where people aren't really there or whatever. But this is where he went,
right,
and apparently he killed himself. They said he died when they got there. He was dead, and it was self-inflicted.
Good.
So I bring it up to say, hey, it's crazy because recently, a few shows ago, we had just did something on the shooting and the grenades and all that stuff in Kenya in the mall.
Word.
And it's crazy how that just happened. That has to be like 2 or 3 months ago, and now already we have somebody doing something similar here. For me, it just goes to show, as usual, how unprepared we are for things. You see what I'm saying? You think, and I'm sure when we did that show, and even outside of our show, people who heard about the Kenya mall shooting and all that probably were like, well, that's over there. That's in Africa. That can never happen here. It happens all the time. This is not the first time there's been a shooting at a mall in America. Hell, in Jersey. A few years ago, Menlo Park Mall, there was a shooting.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
So, what's the word I'm reaching for?
Why?
What is being put in place? No, I mean, that's a whole nother situation, because apparently the gentleman left a suicide note at his house. So he planned to kill himself or be killed by cops. So, what was going on in his life, it hasn't really been put out yet, as far as I know, or since the last time I was doing research. But that was his motive, his plan from the get-go. Thank God he didn't kill anybody else.
That's right.
But what I'm saying is, it could have gone so differently.
Right.
He could have killed random people. It's more no offense to mall security, but they're not cops. They don't have guns. Not even stun guns. So if he decided that's what he wanted to do, it's a wrap for whoever happens to get in his way. You see what I mean? What's being done to prepare people for stuff like this?
What can be done, though?
I
mean, them to have metal detectors?
You know what? I actually thought about that. I mean, for the cost, how much is a human life worth? You know what I'm saying? It's probably going to cost some money to put metal detectors on every public access point to the mall. You see what I'm saying? You don't have to put these on because there are different ways to get in the mall outside of the public access.
Right.
But put them somewhere where, put them on the public access. If you're an employee,
people probably not going to shop there though.
Let me tell you something, dog. I guarantee you, right? This shooting happened Monday night.
Right.
The mall reopens tomorrow. It will be packed. People aren't going to stop shooting there because of that. Because people, the way we are, the way the society is conditioned, we feel like these are one-off occasions. Like, oh yeah, it happened, but what's the odds of it happening again? You see what I'm saying? Unaware that there are people out there that have mental issues that might want to copycat. Oh, look, this guy's all over the news. He had a grand death. Everybody knows about him. Maybe that's what they want. You see what I'm saying? I know I've been around for a minute. What's the chat room talking?
Rant. Okay, so Miss Lee is saying, oh, blackout, you're going in on it. It says, a metal detector won't stop guns. So, crazier, the company that runs Paramus Mall also has controlling interest in the Kenya Mall. If a person has a gun and goes through a metal detector guarded by unarmed guards, it will be the same result. That's a blackout. Miss Lee said we need serious gun laws with screening. So sad.
All right, so I have a few replies to those. If somebody walks into any facility with a gun, and the people who are guarding that facility or by the metal detectors don't have guns, you're right. Somebody will get shot. But the point is that people have an early warning detection system. If that happens and it goes off, that person isn't gonna. They're gonna try to stop him. If he starts bucking off, at least you know from the gate. Now you know, and he's by one exit, which gives everybody else away from him an opportunity to get away from this situation.
Ooh,
you see what I'm saying? Plus, if they don't have weapons and that happens, somebody is gonna radio somebody. He's not gonna kill everybody right there. People are not assassins. They're not walking in, okay, I gotta take out this guard, this guard.
That's what the guy did in LA.
Well, that's different. He went in there with a plan.
Yeah, and he took out the first person he saw.
Okay, point is, that may happen, but either way, it's still early detection. If I'm walking towards that exit and somebody walks in and that metal detector goes off, I'm not gonna run it first because people might have a watch or something, whatever. But he pull out a gun, I'm out. Like, you know what I'm saying? As opposed to I might be, or you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. I just feel like it's better to have it than not to have it. Like the same thing may occur, but I think it's better to have a precaution. Hell, at the very least, you're providing a feeling of safety to your patrons.
Okay, bro. Insert Sundjata rant.
Hold up. Are you gonna rant? Because let me hit something real quick. All right.
This is an important rant. What do you want to hit? Go ahead.
I forgot.
Okay. Insert Sundjata rant. What was the ethnic makeup of this person?
He was Caucasian.
What was the ethnic makeup of the person who shot up the LAX?
He was Caucasian, I believe, right?
Okay. What do you remember the ethnic makeup of the guy who flew the plane into the IRS building in Texas?
He's Caucasian.
Why aren't these people called terrorists?
Because they're Caucasian, duh.
Right, that's my point. Why aren't these people labeled terrorists, and why don't the feds go after them? Why is it that only people who are Arab, if someone who was Arab did this in Paramus Mall, they will call him a terrorist. They will say Al-Qaeda is a part of this.
Not necessarily. If it was the same exact parameters, if he went in there, didn't kill nobody, and killed himself.
No, they would have called him a terrorist, bro.
Anyway, you think
if he's Arab, if he's Muslim, he's a terrorist.
I don't know.
That's what Arab and Muslims been stuck with the label of terrorist. But if you're Caucasian and you commit one of these terroristic acts, even the kid who shot up the kids in the school in Connecticut, he was never labeled. No, in Connecticut.
Oh yeah, okay.
He was never labeled a terrorist.
Yeah, they were quick to say that he had mental issues.
That's right. Why do they get excuses for these terroristic acts?
It's America, man. Like, not even to, not to downplay it or trivialize it, but like in America, white is right. And this is not me being racist. This is the country we live in. It's a very apparent thing across many different spectrums that as a Caucasian, you have certain privileges, even to the point of when something like this happens, you're kind of excused. You're not a terrorist. He had mental issues. He had trauma as a child. Where if you're anything else, honestly, you're either a terrorist or you're a hood or you're some sort of negative thing is automatically thrown at you.
Okay. That is true. Blackout said Sundjata needs more sleep. The baby is making him crazy. How, Blackout? How?
What up, Tools?
Why are these guys not called terrorists? That's all I want to know. If you go into a mall and you start shooting people, that is terror.
Indeed.
Right?
I'm sure the people there felt terrorized.
That's right. And if you add the ist at the last part of terror, you have terrorist because this person is committing terror. So, Blackout, this person is a terrorist. The person in LAX is a terrorist. And all people who walk, the guy in Arizona who walked in the movie theater.
The Batman?
Yeah, strapped up. All types of carbines and bullets and shell catching weaponry. They never labeled him a terrorist. So and he's whatever happened to him, right? They said he had mental issues, right?
Yeah.
For some reason, all white males who commit this act have mental issues. But if you're Arab and if you're Muslim, you're considered a terrorist. And I just want the media and the government, whether it's the FBI or NSA or whoever, they need to label these people terrorists. And when they catch them, they shouldn't put them in mental hospitals. They should do the same thing that they do to the people that commit these acts that they label terrorists. They should send them to Guantanamo Bay and force feed them if they don't want to eat.
Just like they did with Mos Def. Well, not they didn't send it, but like
just like the thing you put. Yes.
With Mos Def and how it is when they get force fed.
They didn't call the DC sniper a terrorist. That is true. They didn't. Looney Tunes. They didn't call the DC sniper a terrorist.
But at that time, now my memory is failing me a little bit. What was the political climate on terror at that time? If it wasn't like crazy like it is now, then that's probably why they didn't. Plus, they didn't call him a terrorist, but didn't they say that he had Arabic links or that he was Muslim?
He's Muslim. He's once part of the Nation of Islam. So that became an issue.
They still brought that up. So they may not have called him a terrorist outright. But if he's killing people from the trunk of his car, what does that have to do with him being Muslim? Why is that even an issue? Why is it even brought up?
That's right.
It's along the same vein. It's along the exact same vein.
Yes.
So
and Blackout also said they didn't call. Oh no, who is this? The same way Negroes in the hood shooting every day are not called terrorists. Oh, they should be called terrorists also, because if you see some people in a certain area and you pull out a gun and start shooting, it become a terror situation. They should be called terrorists too. So my point is, I'm just looking for consistency. There's over and over, we're seeing white males going into malls, going into movie theaters, going into airports and shooting, going into a school. Over and over, we're seeing this over and over again, and the media and the government are not labeling them terrorists, and I think this is a terroristic act. And what they should investigate not only them if they survive, but the people who help them. The people who help them should also be held as accomplices. Because from what I understand from the LAX shooting, somebody dropped them off. And the media report came out and said that the person that dropped them off didn't suspect that he was going to do that. How could that person not know? If he comes in there with
guns.
That's right. You said he came over there with a gun like strapped over.
Like not even like trying to hide it. He just had it on.
That's right. How could that person not know? What are you going to the airport to do? Come on. I'm just looking for consistency. Okay, exit Sundjata rant.
Right. So, crazy. I definitely agree with what you're saying. Definitely agree with what you're saying. But I guess the overall bigger thing for me is, do something to like prevent it. Like, I mean, you can't prevent it. You don't know what people are going to do. But have plans in place. Hell, a mall that big where one of the vendors that works there said in an interview, there are always fights here. Why would you not have more police there? Like in the mall, not just outside in the park. Yeah.
Always fights there?
That's what the vendor said. He said that's why he didn't run. He heard somebody say, "Oh, there's a gunman. There's somebody shooting."
So he said he's used to it.
And, yeah, he was like, "I didn't leave because I thought it was a joke. I thought it was probably just somebody fighting. There's always fights here. There's always fights here. You should probably have a stronger police presence at this mall. This is the biggest mall in New Jersey."
I've been to that mall. Is it like an uppity mall, like Short Hills Mall, or is it like a mall like Garden,
No, it's
Jersey
not.
Gardens?
It's honestly, I've been there one time, and to me, it was a mix. It was like, because it's the biggest mall, you get people from everywhere coming. So you have like
not the people, but the stores itself.
The stores itself.
Do they have like Gucci and stuff like that in there?
I'm sure. I mean, you know what? They have to because it's the biggest mall. They're not going to have lower scale stores. I mean, they probably have regular stores, and they have like those upscale stores.
Oh, okay.
So my thing is like, you got to do better. Like malls and places to that effect, malls, movie theaters. These are all obvious targets for people that want to do shit.
Right.
So just to combat that, on the off chance somebody is thinking, damn, well, I want to off myself. I'd like to take 20 to 30 people with me. Where am I going to go? The first thing, any public space that has a lot of people.
Right.
Malls, baseball games,
right.
Things like this. This is why you have to have the proper staff in there. You have to have police there. You have to have some sort of plan. Like as a mall, the structure itself, they should say, if such and such happens, if there's a gunman, and you may not know how many gunmen, but if there are gunshots fired in the mall, this is procedure. As opposed to what? I'm sure there was nobody getting on the loudspeaker and like, please evacuate the mall. I didn't hear any report where they said anything like that. It was all word of mouth. Or somebody saw everybody running this way, and that's a hood joke that people have in the hood. You see somebody running,
you start running too.
You start running.
That's
you
right.
don't ask why he running.
That's right.
It could be anything. It could be a stampeding herd of rhinoceros.
That's right.
Would that be rhinoceri? I don't know. Anyway, it could be anything. You run. But like, what do they have in place to like help people in this event? That's how I'm feeling.
But especially with the holiday season coming up, there's gonna be a lot more people in malls. I guess from Black Friday on, from the day after Thanksgiving on, there's gonna be a lot of people in the mall, and the mall should have procedures in place. But I understand what you're saying, but in this country, there's no way to be like 100%.
It's not about 100. It's not about being 100%. It's about I'd rather be 63% than 20%, because you're still doing better.
Right.
Shit, I'd rather be 24% than 20%. It's an upgrade. It's helping. It's something, and that's kind of how I feel about it. That's my truth be told is, you know, the dude, obviously, I won't say he had mental issues, but that's the field I work in. And if you want to kill yourself, you're considered to have some sort of mental issue, whether it be depression, bipolar depression, schizophrenia, voices are telling you to do it, what have you. But the guy had his wits about him enough that he didn't want to kill anybody.
Right.
In some of the interviews, this lady was like, he walked right by me and said, "Don't worry, I'm not going to hurt you." Like, he's telling people, which is weird because like you have a gun over your shoulder, obviously people are going to be scared. But he told a few people like, I'm not going to hurt you, and then he went and he killed himself. So, you know, like obviously he wasn't all the way gone because most people are all the way gone. Everybody going. If I see you, you're in my line of sight, it's a wrap.
Right.
That's how a lot of these things happen or have happened in the past.
Right.
So he was with it. He had his wits about him. He's like, I just want to kill myself. That's it. That's all he wanted to do. So I don't know. My truth be told, you know, have better plans in place for these type of situations.
My truth be told that he did the world a favor by taking his own self out. I always say when I hear these stories, if you have issues, by the way, sidebar, I agree with suicide in terms of if you want to take your life, take your life. I know people are going to suffer, and I know you probably don't agree with that. But, and I know it's like unchristian and on any type of religious beliefs, but if someone feel that this life is too painful and they can't go on and they can't agree with how society is being run, if you want to take yourself out, that is your business. That's with your God. That's with your own sight. But don't take other people out. Like you have people there with their children. You have people there just trying to get something and leave, and then they just in the wrong place at the wrong time and they just die. So if you again, if you're watching the show, I'm not saying to, just in case, I don't want nobody suing me just in case you kill yourself. But Sundjata is saying if you're having issues with yourself and you think
if somebody say that way, you can't be sued. If you're saying you, it's like you're directly talking.
Okay, if someone out there is having an issue and you think there's no hope and you want to take yourself out, that's your business. But don't take anybody else out. That's my truth be told.
All right, cool. So that's it. Moving on. Next topic, we're gonna lighten it up before we get heavy again. Your boy Yeezy is at it again. I'm gonna play this clip. At the beginning of the clip, it's kind of awkward. There's nothing, but towards the end of the clip, you get the point. It's like 2 minutes. Watch it.
Will you propose to me?
Okay, so congratulations. Happy birthday. What an incredible birthday present. And I'm thrilled Kanye's in your life. And vice versa.
Yeah.
This Negro has lost his mind.
So that was, I guess, the only behind the scenes footage that we can see of Kanye's proposal to his soon to be wife Kim Kardashian. There were cameras on hand though, so it is going to be on, I think, whatever show they're keeping up with the Kardashians. So it's going to be on that. So they'll probably have much better footage. But I found it amusing. I wanted to show it because I wanted to talk about Kim and Kanye this evening in regards to something he said recently. But I think before I even get into what he said, I think you had some comments on Kanye. Why is he out of his mind?
If someone can go on the internet and see your wife to be getting backshots from another man, if someone can go on the internet and see your wife to be giving fellatio to another man, if someone can go on the internet and seeing a man penetrate your soon-to-be wife, this is insane behavior. This is absolutely ridiculous. And this Negro has totally lost his mind. And I know you could be, I know some of us, many of us have been sucker for loves. I'm a sucker for love right now. That happens. You've been a sucker for love, right, bro?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we all been sucker for love. But somebody got to talk to this man and say, what are you doing? This whole family is playing you to get ratings for the show. The mother brought you on the show so she could, to help her show, which didn't help her at all because it still canceled the show. So she brought you on the show to help her. Then this woman brings you into the mix so you can help their show even more, and you do this insane, idiotic thing. Kanye, you need to get it together, brother. That's all I gotta say.
Hey, man, do your thing. You love who you love, and that's it. Whether or not who you love may be a slur, as we say in the hip-hop world, which is a slut mixed with a whore. I'm not saying she is. I'm not saying she's not. A lot of people feel like that, though. So what? Let's be real, okay? And this is something that people have been saying forever. Yo, before you met your significant other, you have no idea what they was doing. You see what I'm saying?
But they didn't get it on tape. That's right, brother. That's a big mix.
Maybe you don't see it. Maybe you haven't seen it, but maybe she's been on camera. You don't know.
That's true too. But I haven't seen it, and the public hasn't seen it.
So it doesn't exist.
So it doesn't exist in my mind.
I'm just saying.
All I know, my wife was a virgin before she met me. That's all I know.
See now, sure, that's great. But for Kanye, he's Kanye. What doesn't he do that's not like off kilter and makes no sense to the rest of us? Right? So he doesn't care. He's already probably heard everything he's going to hear in regards to being with her. Now he's marrying her. There's going to be some more jokes. Maybe Ray J do another song. You know,
I hit it first.
I don't know. Whatever. But it is what it is. Now, I was on the phone with my homegirl. Shout out to DJ Lady Sola. She was making a point about no. I'm sorry, it wasn't her. Shout out to my homegirl Anita. I was talking to her. I was trying to explain that him flipping out or saying crazy stuff for himself is bad. Right? That's how everybody perceives it. But I think he's growing. Recently, in an interview,
he's growing.
I think he's growing as a person. Recently, in an interview, he said, as he posted on the Truth Be Told page, we got a lot of comments on it, that he and his soon-to-be wife, Kim, were more influential in the fashion realm than Barack Obama and the First Lady.
I agree with that.
I absolutely agree with that. My homegirl Anita did not. She's like, I'm like, yo, for the demographic that's even interested in Kanye, he's absolutely correct.
Right.
Because the people that follow Kanye are not watching what the president and the first lady are wearing for fashion. They could care less. That demographic is older. That's your like 40 and up demographic.
Hmm.
That demographic, for the most part, is not interested in Kanye. Kanye's demographic is like, maybe 38 and below to whatever age you want. 13, 12, 10, whatever. Kids watch everything nowadays. But like, he's absolutely right. He's an icon musically,
right,
which drives his status for other things. Everybody know he's into fashion. And people are doing what he's doing. Not everybody. I don't see no kilts on nobody recently and around the way, but I'm saying in general, I think he's absolutely correct.
Remember also, Kanye West and Barack Obama has a Chicago type issue. You know, Brother Sundjata watches everything, he reads everything, and he can peep game, right? Barack Obama once came out when Kanye grabbed the mic from, what's that white girl named, the country singer?
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift. When he grabbed the microphone from her, Barack Obama came out and called Kanye West an asshole. That was reported. Remember that?
Yeah, he did.
Kanye West came back a few years later and said, I'm Obama Nation in Obama's nation. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Yes. So, Brother Sundjata watches, reads, and pay attention to everything. So when that happens, what happened is they have this little feud. So it seemed like any chance he can get to put a fork into Barack Obama, he takes it.
Mind you, also, when I was looking this up, I was reading into it in the article that you posted. Apparently, Michelle recently said that the president is not fond, which is a nice way of saying he thinks it sucks.
Of what?
Of the Keeping Up with the Kardashians show.
So they got a little rivalry going
Back
on.
And forth, man. Who else can go with the president? Come on, think about it. Who else but Kanye? You have to give him that. And this is the president that damn near everybody, loves. This is Barack Obama.
But
yes,
hold on,
you can.
Hold on, bro.
He went at Bush. He's going at Barack.
You know,
no president is safe.
No, but women ride with Michelle Obama.
Yeah,
like Miss Lee is riding with Michelle Obama.
That is ridiculous.
So Kanye got to be very careful. If he want to go at Obama, it's fine. But if he goes at Michelle, he's gonna get a backlash.
Now this is the thing. He didn't go at Michelle. He just said that people are not watching them for fashion, and he's absolutely correct. The chat room is still going on about her being a slur. Everybody, we're talking now about their fashion. They're fashionable people. I wouldn't wear everything Kanye wears. I'd wear some of it.
Tunes, Madonna got married when she was much older. Come on, go ahead.
I would also wear some things that the president has worn. You see what I'm saying? Like,
he wears
not
suits.
Everything. Some of his suits be ill.
Oh yeah, sometimes all the same to me.
They kind of do. It's like a president thing.
And the white shirt, like it's the same thing.
But like, I think he's right. I don't think it's a big deal that he said it. I think he's also Kanye West. So he's going to say stuff to get you talking, to get people like us on the air discussing him and driving buzz towards him. So,
Yeah. I think ultimately Barack Obama and Kanye West should shoot a fair one. Yeah, I think that should happen. I know they had the Bear Summit. Barack Obama had the Bear Summit with Henry Louis Gates and the police officer. What I think he should do, invite Kanye West to the White House. They go out back in the Rose Garden and they get on for 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Well, 5 minutes kind of too long for old guys, like myself. Once you start reaching 30s and 40s, you start getting old. Okay, 3 minutes.
I think the president would lose straight up.
You think so?
At the White House. So I think that, the Secret Service is probably going to put the licks on Kanye before he
think they would jump Kanye?
Gets to the president. So when Kanye get in there, he's like, all right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's going to be a fair fight. Miss Lee, I see you in here talking about so much disrespect for our first fan by our own people. You think what he said was disrespectful? I don't find what he said disrespectful.
Yeah, what was disrespectful about it?
I think he made a good point. It's like
own people. Oh, Miss Lee going in.
No, it's like, where Kanye is at a place where he's a trendsetter, a style setter, and Barack Obama and the First Lady in fashion, which is the area he's talking about, not so much. Don't get me wrong, Michelle has a thing for fashion, and a lot of people are always talking about how fly she is.
That is true.
But again, the people that would copy her trend in fashion
Or older.
are older. They're not paying any mind to Kanye or Kim K anyway. So he's talking about in that specific realm, and I can't say he's incorrect.
Someone made a good point on the Truth Be Told page that I'm going to try to put up. I think it was what's her name? I'm bringing it up right now. Someone made a good point, Miss Lee, that you may or may not agree with. Mara Lynn.
What up, Mara?
Mara Lynn said, oh, I gotta like shorten this because Mara Lynn typed a whole lot.
She went in, yeah.
Okay, she said, okay, I'm gonna do it real fast. First, it was wrong to even put these two women in the category. With that being said, Kanye is accurate to a degree. Most young girls nowadays are not interested in becoming the first lady, going to Harvard, becoming a positive role model. Michelle Obama went to Princeton. Becoming a positive role model for our younger generation. So simply aspiring to become anything more than famous. So from that perspective, its statement is accurate and sad, but accurate. I don't know the statistics, but I'm sure Kim K has more Google searches against that until these young girls learn the value of being a strong, educated, independent, self-motivated, classy woman. They follow said example. This is not to say that Kim isn't any of those because I don't know, but really, TV is anything sufficient. We can assume that she's not above par. Well, she basically said Kim K is more popular than Michelle Obama. That may be true.
It might actually be true.
Yeah, that may be true.
Yeah. But I don't know. I feel like it's not a big deal. I think he might be right on that particular aspect, and I personally don't feel like it was disrespectful. It may have had a lot of disrespectful undertones just because of the beef that they seem to have.
Yep. Who just pointed that out? Brother Sundjata. I read everything.
You know what I mean? But I don't think, truth be told, I think, go ahead, Kanye, do your thing. It's still more buzz for you. You say crazy stuff, and things happen, and you stay relevant. Keep reinventing yourself or not reinventing yourself, but that seems to work. So do what you do.
Truth be told, Miss Lee, touch a nerve here. How my sister? Touch a nerve talking about Michelle Obama. See, I was telling you. When you start talking about Michelle Obama, people start getting your feelings. You can talk about Barack Obama like crazy. Like people don't get start getting your feelings. But you start talking about Michelle, Miss Lee is ready to get the Vaseline out. Aren't you, Miss Lee? You ready to throw some jabs? But my truth be told is Kanye West, again, and Barack Obama should just get a fair one. 2 minutes. I reduced it from 5 to 2. 2 minutes in the back of the White House, the Rose Garden. That's all.
All right, cool. So moving on, our last topic for this evening. We kind of went over a little bit because I would have liked to spend a little bit more time on this. So big shout to, again, my homegirl Anita because she suggested talking about this on the show. I actually wanted to bring this up on a past show, but I think we ran out of time, and then I just honestly neglected to bring it back up. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with a case out of Georgia. A young boy, 17-year-old boy by the name of Kendrick Johnson, was killed. This happened in January, and there's been a lot going on with this case because he was found dead, rolled up in a mat in his gym at school.
Word.
And the county ruled it an accidental death, and since then, there's so many different things that have popped up that just don't make any sense. For instance, and I'm just going by memory. For instance, one of those things was the coroner was not called right away, which is exact. Somebody's found dead, the coroner's called immediately. He wasn't called until either much later that night or the next day, I believe. Also, the family from the gate felt like there was some sort of cover-up going on because I believe he was 5'10", and they said he suffocated trying to reach a sneaker in the middle of a 6-foot-long mat. So if he puts his hands up, it's something I haven't even seen, but if you're 5'10", you put your arm up, you're taller than 6 feet. Right? So if that sneaker was in the middle of the mat, and he's 5'10", and he's trying to reach it, first and foremost, it's a mat.
Right.
Why would you not just unroll it?
Get to the part, bro. Get to the meat of the story.
All right.
That's like crazy.
All right.
Stay tuned.
There's a few things going on. All right. So either way, he was found dead. And then eventually they said, you know what? He's, it was accidental death. The family's like, no, it's not. They've been lobbying to get the case reopened or what have you. The reason I bring it up tonight is because the case was reopened a few days ago by the feds, which is what they wanted. So now the FBI is getting involved. So hopefully they're useful and they can find out what really happened to this kid. Now, during this entire process, he was buried. They were like, you know what? We want his body exhumed because we want our own autopsy person to take a look at it. This person had the body exhumed. They first of all found, and I don't know how this didn't make it in the first autopsy, that the kid had been hit in his neck a few times. So they found evidence of foul play. Secondly, from his pelvis up, there was nothing in his body, no organs from his pelvis up. Where his organs go? You're supposed to be buried with your organs. So there's been a big crazy thing about, where are his organs? Why weren't they there? The county said that the organs were there when they sent the body to the funeral home. The funeral home was like, his organs were so badly damaged, we just threw them away. What does that? What? You threw them away if they're not going to be used? He's dead. Put him back in his body and let the boy rest. Crazy. I actually forgot that I have a video of it, but I don't even think we have time.
No, I don't think we don't.
Yeah, I don't even have time just to play the video. But basically, the feds are now involved in this case, and hopefully they're able to find something. It's crazy. There's been rallies every day since that event about this situation, and I personally believe that there's some sort of foul play afoot. I think the kid was murdered, and that was somebody's idea to kind of try to cover it up. Now the thing is, we've all watched these shows, CSI,
that's right,
things to that effect, which make
Law and Order.
Law and Order. It makes these people that do these jobs look like super sleuths. But this is what they're supposed to do. And somehow the original people that looked at this case were like, oh, he suffocated. What is wrong with these people, yo? How did you not see that there was something wrong with his neck and his jaw that looks like he's been hit? And you ruled it an accidental death, suffocation? Bullcrap, yo. And I feel like the FBI is going to get involved, and I hope these people get exposed because I think it has something to do with the county. Maybe it was somebody's kid, a sheriff's kid or something like that, and they're like, we got to cover this or something. But there's something going on there, and it's disgusting, the whole way the situation went down.
They sold this young boy's organs. Somebody, I'm not sure if it was the county, if it was the feds, allegedly. Matter of fact, we need a lawyer on this show.
It's funny, they said that earlier in the chat, we need a lawyer.
We need a lawyer sitting right here.
Because we just be saying shit.
Need a lawyer. That's right.
Oh, man.
So allegedly, someone sold the organs of this young man, in my opinion. Someone sold the organs because I don't know if you guys know it, but organs are very expensive. A 17-year-old organ is a very expensive thing. It's a heart, lungs, kidneys. These things are very expensive on the underground market. So for all those things, and it's young. This kid probably don't even drink, don't smoke.
He was a triathlete.
He was an athlete. Oh my God. You could look up to, for a heart, maybe $250,000 for a heart. Just for a heart. Lungs and kidneys, you're looking at hundreds of thousands of dollars. So someone sold this kid's organs, and we need to get to the bottom of this. We need an investigation because I want to know.
The views stated by Sundjata Sekou are not those of Truth.
This is my opinion.
In entirety. Just want y'all to know that.
This is my opinion. Allegedly. Okay. Take myself.
My truth be told is it's a shame that in this country this type of stuff still happens. I hate to make it a racial thing, but I really feel like it was kind of something happened. It was swept under the rug. And even worse, hear me out. I feel like it would even be worse if there was nothing, there was no conspiracy. You see what I'm saying? And they just were that lackadaisical in their investigation. They just asked another black kid. Who cares? That'd be even worse. But you know what will happen? Time will tell. The FBI is now involved. Not to say that they're the greatest institution in the world.
They could have sold the organs, allegedly.
We'll see. But with time, I guess we'll find out what's happening. You know what I mean? So.
Word.
Crazy. Well, that's our time, folks. We appreciate you guys watching. We will be back again next week, Tuesday, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please come back, check us out, poly with us. You can find us on Facebook.com/It's All Truth. Truth Be Told Tuesday on Instagram. On Twitter, we're TBT Show. You can email us. Nobody emails us. Somebody email us. We used to get emails at itsalltruth@gmail.com. And you can find old shows either on the Facebook page or at youtube.com/user/TBT Show. All right, and that's pretty much it. We want to shout everybody in the chat room. Shout out to Miss Lee, even though she's going off.
Miss Lee, Al Sharpton don't march and do those things anymore. Al Sharpton is getting paid. Don't you see that man on TV every night?
Big shout out to Blackout, Tunes. Who else was in the chat room tonight? I'm missing Will 908.
Usual suspects.
Pretty much. Big shout out to all of y'all. Thanks for watching, and we will see y'all next week with more Truth Be Told. Y'all be easy.
We need a lawyer.
And we need a lawyer. If you know somebody who works pro bono, holla at us.
All right.
Peace.